6. Command Toga, SRS runway, auto thrust is loose. 80 knots, thrust set. 5500. 3 1.
Is going on, guys? Welcome back to the stream, which this is going to be very interesting here. Just get my chat box back up so I can see what everyone is saying. All right, so welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome back to the V1 Simulations channel here, where we are in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Now, we are overcoming hurdles like you wouldn't believe. We're trying to make sure the internet is stable, which so far I think it is doing okay. I'm not showing any bad stutters, so that seems to be okay right now. However, the reason that this was delayed is because Microsoft decided to push an update literally as I started Flight Sim, which is crazy because I was running Flight Sim, then I shut it off and I was going to restart it for the stream. And when I did that, it said updates available and you have to update it and blah, blah, blah. So it got the update done. The A320neo mod, I was running the stable version, which is safer for streams in my opinion, seems to have some issues, I think. We are going to try to go through this flight. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll either have to maybe pop into a caravan, do an old freight route, or just reschedule for a later time. So let's... Nah, I'm just kidding. What's going on, y'all? I got you there. I got most of you. Y'all are like, oh, your mic's too low. Your mic's too low. You suck at streaming. Dude, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. That was the first ever stream in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. It was 5 years ago, almost 5, actually 4 years ago, streaming from radio, internet, like 720p frame drop madness. Hit the like button if you remember those days. You remember those days, y'all. That was quite the time. We are in a completely new era of flight simulation, and this is the last day before 2020 is dead to me. Can I get some dead to me emojis? Nah, it won't be dead to me. We're still going to fly some stuff in 2020, I think, but I'm also very excited for 2024. I know it's going to have its growing pains, no doubt about it. Now, here's the thing, though. I really think the key differences in the lifespan of 2020 is going to depend on how good the default airplanes are in 2024, because we're supposedly getting quite a few airplanes here in 2024. I did get the Aviators edition, so I should have all the planes out of the gate because I want to fly them all. I want to see what they're like. Are they trash? Are they not trash? We're going to figure that out tomorrow. Make sure you tune in live 11 a.m. Central Time, which is going to be mayhem time. Might be a few minutes after that. We're just gonna go live with it, and we're gonna just have fun with the sim together. We're gonna experience it all for the first time. I know there's a couple Airbuses coming out there, so I think the default birds in 2024 will determine the lifespan for 2020. If they're pretty solid, then I think the lifespan of 2020 will be shorter, because once the devs move to 2024, there'll be really nothing left for 2020. Now, with that said, if the default airplanes are just that, default airplanes, and they're not all up to snuff, then you can bet 2020 is probably going to be around for quite some time. But that's all for tomorrow. Today, we're going back, though. We're going to do an old route we did. It wasn't the first. It was like the second stream I ever did. So that first stream I did, we actually went San Francisco or LA to SFO. We're going to get off the West Coast just because Team Vodka hates the West Coast. We're going to do East Coast today. I think the second stream I did was this exact flight in the Adobo, not even fly-by-wire yet. It was the Adobo 320 Neo from Charlotte to LaGuardia. And that's what we did. So it looked okay at the time, but I wasn't all that enthusiastic about it. And you go back, man, it was just X-plane. I did like one Microsoft stream. X-plane. Now it's completely flipped. Pretty incredible. So this will be a kind of not really a sending off flight, but just we'll sit back. We'll reminisce a little bit. We should have some juice. I might fast forward the sim just a tad so we can get some sunset juice into the garbage today. After this flight, though, we're going to take a small break, and then we're going to fire up the most underrated airplane in 2020. Hands down, I think it is the most underrated bird. Love it. We'll be in the Fokker F-28. We'll do some regional hops around Texas, try to find some bad weather, maybe go up into Albuquerque or somewhere where there's a blizzard. That should be fun later on today. So that is the schedule. You guys ready to get this show on the road? I think it's time to get this show on the road. So let me go ahead and close out a few things. Now, today is Schedule Mayhem Day, Real World Scheduling Mayhem Day. So let me double check. So if you know, my schedule for next month was not very optimal. I was able to drop all the stuff. I dropped Christmas Eve. I dropped the trip after Christmas. I have one turn that is sitting on Christmas Day that I would like to get rid of. And I'm trying to do the nuclear option to drop that trip, but we shall see. So I'll be periodically giving you flight controls today as we fly up to LaGuardia and check my real world scheduling. Just ask the Northwest pilots how that worked out for them. So, y'all ready? Let's go ahead and reset the camera. Look at these juicy little sharklets out here. Yeah, buddy. Okay, we'll reset you. We'll come back over here, back into the cockpit. We'll make sure everything else is up and running, normal speed. Okay, good. We are online. Yes, we are. All right. So who's ready for 2024? What's the first airplane? I'm going to put a poll in chat. You think about it. Don't have to let me know yet, but what's the first thing we should do tomorrow? Should we fly an Airbus? Should we fly an airliner? Should we do a career? What should we do? We'll think about that. We'll talk about it in cruise. But until then, we're going to fire up this lovely A321 Sharklet, which I just flew the other day. So, I did one turn this month. It was a whole lot of work. I flew one turn down to Cancun and back. It's about all I need for the month. I'm good. But I did have a heck of a greaser into DFW. I had an 87 foot per minute landing coming back into DFW. I gave the first officer the first leg. He said he didn't care. So I said, why don't you take us down to the old Cancun? And that way I can kind of refresh myself. It's been a couple weeks since I've been in the bird. And then I took it back, and it was just a wonderful day. Great flight, super senior FO. Love it, man. It was just awesome. Senior FOs are the best. Absolutely love it, man. Doesn't matter what we fly tomorrow, we probably have to Alt F4. You know what? The Saab, I'm kind of with you with that Saab. I see a lot of Saabs popping in. I'm very interested in the Saab. Now, here's the thing. My knowledge level on the Saab is very suboptimal, so I'm afraid we're going to run into a lot of, is this a bug or is this a feature? Is this a bug or is this a feature? So I don't know how we're gonna do that, but you know, we'll play with it. Hold on, why is my audio, dude? Windows and their updates, man. Give me a second, guys. Where's my mixer? There we go. Okay, now I got it up and running. I swear, streaming and audio is like the #1 thing. Have I created any Airbus specific profile for the Moza? Yes. Yeah, JLo, it's in the Discord. Pinned in the Discord. Got a specific profile for the A320 side stick on the Moza base. Absolutely love it. It's fantastic. Team Vodka did some work on it. So make sure you check it out because it makes a big difference. CVR test, that looks good. We got our new ADIRS panel. We'll get those up to a line. Beautiful strobe auto nav 1 to my leg. No smoking auto, arm the emergency exit lights. Everything looks good here. Fire test 1. Wrong side in the house. Wrong side's here? Wrong side, what's going on, man? Alright, that all looks good. Data VHF3. We got the super bright lights. If you guys saw my picture in the Discord about how bright this panel actually is. Yeah, it's very bright, you know, in comparison to the other, like how I get their whatever they use for the background glow of the panel, and then they stick in those super bright LED comm panels. It is not awesome at nighttime. All right, that's us. V2533-A5 IAE engine juice. Here we go. Let's go to a knit request. We'll pull you over, then we're going to come right over to the Fenix. Now, this gave me issues the other night, so let's see what happens here. Load aircraft, GSX, boarding and refueling. Go ahead and give it a full send there. GSX, we'll do Magic Barrel Ref update. VOR. Now, I did not get an auto ATC, which is suspect. Let me double check here. Why didn't we get an auto ATC? Oh, hold on, chat. We got an approval on a swap. Stand by. We got a swap approval in real world life here. Ooh, it swapped for that. Ugh. That was one of my lower priority swaps. 4:30 report time. Woof. Beggars can't be choosers, though, huh? Friday, Saturday, Sunday versus Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Can I swap that back? Oh, disregard. No, I got the good swap. No, I didn't get the 4:30 a.m. report time. You get, thank you. You scared me. Whew, scared me there, chat. No, we're good. We got a 1550 local report. That's a 350 report time swap. That is juice. Nice little 17-hour 3-day. What do we got overnight-wise coming up here? Looks like got an Austin, Boston, and yeah, Austin, Boston. Where's fly-by-wire when you need them? How long is my overnight in Boston going to be? On the 21st of December, it's going to be 18 hours. It's not very long. All right. Hey, chat, we are looking 2 for 2 in the Mayhem scheduling day. We're looking good. I got 3 more requests processing, so I get back to the stream. Nothing like doing real world scheduling with you guys watching me. 300 plus viewers, appreciate you. That's why I love V1 Nation. Joe Plains, I did see your 727 de-icing. That's fantastic, man. I actually have a what? Wow, that was, look at this, guys. Doesn't it look like there's like some weird font on this? It's just a reflection, though. I thought this was like special characters, but it's just a reflection on the button. Joe Plains, I saw your 727 de-icing situation. That looks awesome, man. Roscoe can make me dinner. I know. I will have to ask him. I'll have to ask him. It's that good? Or at least go to Nico's and get some meatballs. Really? Team Vodka, is it downtown? I have to check. We're going to go cost index 75. Our cruise altitude 340 is set. Oh, I needed to check why I didn't get a... Let me refile this, y'all. I'm going to refile. It's filed. I don't know why I'm not getting an auto ATC, but we actually filed 350, so let's file 350 in case thrust set comes in here. 350 is set. That looks good. Tropopause 5365. Ground temp off the ECAM. You know, I was wondering, Actually, somebody asked me this the other day, why do we care about the tropopause and ground temp? And it actually, it factors into the optimum cruise altitude. So when you go to your prog page and you want to know, well, we don't have it filled, the init done, but when it gives you the recommended and optimum, it uses that data as well. So among other things, this is what helps you get that, gives it additional data to give you the optimum cruise level. So thrust set's already here. You rumbled. Uh-oh. Thrust set, there he is. Good to see you, man. Wrong side says, how about this livery though? Oh yes, wrong side. This livery is absolute juice. Check this out, guys. Oh my gosh, look at that whale. If we don't have our 7.5 yet, but this is basically as close as we're going to get. This is a miniature 757, a 321 shark-lidded U.S. Airways livery. This looks so daggone good, does it not? Thanks, thank you, wrong side, for lobbying for this livery. Absolutely love it. And Harist Das with the 5 gifted memberships. I have the alert box muted because you guys are all savages with your support, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. Let me unpause it. But Harris, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships to the channel, man. I do appreciate you. A 7.5 with a better cockpit. That's right, better cockpit and more comfortable cockpit at that. All right, Charlotte departures. Nobody's online. Let's plan to blast off the. Well, we guess we can take a look here at the weather. We'll go Phoenix, my flight, weather. Right now it's variable at 3. So let's go southbound because that'd be closer, right? Ground charts. I love the pre-start charts. I wish our real-world JEPs did this. This is something small that I noticed, and I wasn't sure if it was something new, but I'm pretty sure it was, but I have confirmed it is something new. The pre-start charts from Phoenix, can we just give a shout out to Phoenix for an underlying, that's an awesome pat on the back. Small detail, pre-start charts, gotta love it. Let's go 18 left because I don't want to taxi to 36. 18 left for depart tour is what we'll set up for on the Barmy. So 18 left on the Barmy 5, and we're going out to Tyson. Stand by. Negative, Raleigh. We're going out to the Raleigh transition, which is another great airport. We should fly over there. Raleigh is set. Going into La Garbage this afternoon. Let's look at the La Garbage weather. We'll go back to my flight and let's see. Arrival METAR. What are they doing up in New York? It's super windy here in Dallas, y'all. It's gusting 60 miles an hour at my house this morning. 60-mile-an-hour winds. It was like 30 sustained from, I don't know, 9, 10 p.m. last night, 30, 40 sustained, and now we had gusts up to 60. Almost blew my Starlink off the roof. But they're got north winds, 310 at 13. So if it's 310 at 13 in the Garbage, what are they landing? 3-1 expressway visuals, 3-1s. Let's do that. We'll do the RNAV X-Ray 3-1. I actually should probably practice this because I might be doing a LaGuardia trip coming up. So LaGuardia, we'll do the expressway 3-1. Proud and Hertz is the transition. Jalen Hertz off the Proud is loaded up. Insert that. I love that. All right, flight plan is done. Let's do a quick secondary. Remember, we're just going to put the longest runway in here for an air return should we need it. Charlotte to Charlotte, secondary flight plan. Pick the Charlotte airport, pick the approach. We got ILS 18 centers, 3,000 meters, boom, secondary perf. All I care about is the approach perf in the secondary, nothing else. And we've got 200 on the, well, what's the field elevation here? Magic Barrel Ref, we're at 700 feet, so let's call it 900. We'll put 200 on top of it. Put 900 feet, calm the winds out. Temperature is 22, and why do I keep seeing this flight level 185 here? This is not correct. QNH is, Magic Barrel Ref said 3000. Somebody said that this is how the airplane does it. It's not how the airplane does it. It actually, well, it will do it if you're in an area where the transition level is different. You verify the transition level, but it should be 18,000 feet here coming out of Charlotte. So let's double check why that is. Is there a setting I can change? Sim settings, airline modify, cabin, no. Units, pounds, I don't know why they started doing that. Yeah, I just said meters because it's measured in meters on the Fenix box. Another, not bug, but situation that's not in U.S. aircraft. They'd be in feet. Oh, scheduling alert, 24th November. No, I don't want that. But right here, this trans level should be 180, not 185. Okay, 180 in the U.S. Unless otherwise specified, which is not going to be anywhere in the U.S. So what's Alaska? Is Alaska still 180? I think it is. But yeah, I don't know why they're doing that. But back to the Prague, perf, next phase. That looks good. We'll go to the init. Actually, look, perf takeoff is 18,000. That looks good. And the init B, 0 fuel weight and block fuel. We'll verify that. Fueling has completed. We have 17,000 pounds on board. We'll check our fuel and tanks, make sure it is balanced. 8,500 aside. Wrong button. Juicy sharklet. Let's go ahead and turn our fuel pumps on. Seatbelt sign on. And we'll put that in the box here of 17.0. Boom. Let's prime up the APU. We will stand by. Get to some of the rest of the chats here. SSG Scandy, thank you for the 38 months of support. Appreciate you, man. Go Team Whiskey, just popping in and saying hi. Hey, SSG, what's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Infian, are those winds set to stick around? If so, time to fly Qantas flight into 7. Infian, I think they're actually dying off today. I think they're dying off as we speak. Matter of fact, this morning it wasn't too windy. And when I got to the office at around like 10 or 11. Let me check. Right now, current winds 19 gusting 38 at my location. Yeah, they're only going to be 22 gusting 40 until about 3 o'clock, and then they fall off pretty rapidly. But last night, or this morning rather, we had a 50-mile-an-hour gust from 6 a.m., actually 5:30 in the morning until it started to taper off around 8:30. 60-mile-an-hour gust with, was it like 40 sustained? Yeah. And I'm up in North Texas, so it's even more windy. I don't know what it was down at DFW, but up here where I am, really far north, we get a little bit more wind too. All right, I'm going to unpin the message now because we don't need that. We'll go ahead and unpin and remove that. We know where we're going. We got ACCs on this bird. We do have one ACT. We're not going to be using it today. But let's go ahead and fire up the EPU. Looks like our cargo showed up. Diabetic Lad, yeah, we had a pretty wild squall line too. It wasn't terrible compared to the normal squall lines we get, but actually it's pretty mild where I was. I mean, it was really just rain. We get some nasty squall lines that come in, and I mean, it's like tornado, hail, damaging winds, then clear blue skies. Auxiliary center tanks, Evan, they're the additional fuel tanks. Did that line of weather push through your house? It was a line spanning south. Went to fly into it, but it sucks. My APO spirit scared me. Nah, wrong side. I didn't do too crazy up at the house. Wrong side. Should I do it? You want to go to Guayaquil with me? So there's an option. I have one trip that I don't want to do, but I could trade into a trip that's got a 30-hour Guayaquil, Ecuador overnight. I don't know if I've ever overnighted there. I don't know if I want to do that or not, though, either. 180 at 19, gusting 30 in Houston right now. Squall line is off to the west. Right on. Additional center tanks. Oh, yeah. What did I say? Additional aux center tank, additional center tank, additional fuel tank, however you want to say it. All right, that is up and running. We'll hit the chrono. And let me go ahead and turn up the sim sounds tab. The sim sounds are, yeah, I guess sim sounds are loud enough. Let me turn up my own volume. All right, so that is good. We're all set. No ATC. We got mini FCU. We'll set our top altitude, flight level 340. 34,000 feet is set. Constraints on. Constraints on. And we're just waiting for the passengers to finish loading. We'll put this guy over here on the flight plan page. We're all set to go. I'm going to put you back on Jeppesen charts. Looking at the Barmy 5, nothing crazy. It's a vector departure. We do have a speed restriction here, I think. Accelerate to 250 knots if enabled. Upon reaching, accelerate to and maintain 280 knots. So, who remembers how to do that? This is an important one here. There's a key way to do this. You got to keep an eye on this. So at 10,000, they want us to accelerate to and maintain 280 knots. If unable, advised does not apply. So what we need to do is we need to set a climb out speed so we don't just start going out at our cost index climb out speed. So we're going to come down here to the perf page. We're going to go to the next phase for climb, and we're going to pre-select. Now here's the question I have for you, advanced Airbus simulation enthusiasts at V1 Nation. Do we put 250 knots here, or do we put 280 knots in the pre-select? If I want to maintain 280 knots, do I put 250 or 280? It is an additional center tank? It is an additional center tank. I don't know, whatever. ACTs, it's another center tank. Someone was watching a certain shirtless Navy man stream. Wait, is he live right now, Zippy? Is he live right now? No way, he's live right now. If he's trying to stream over me, I'll have to have a word with that man. Wow. Chandler's dead to me. Aviation's dead to me. Evan, McKee, Rastique, Hudson, True Blue. You're all dead to me. You guys really think? No, you don't put 280 here. We got to put 250. So the reason we put 250 here, just kidding, you guys aren't dead to me, I still love y'all. But if you put 280 there, you're going to get screwed, because what's going to happen, this is going to go to climb phase. When do we go to climb? Not at 10,000 feet. We're going to be climbing out well below that, right? If you put 280 there, after we clean up the airplane and it gets out of takeoff phase, it's going to accelerate to 280 knots below 10,000 feet, which is a no-no here in the U.S. So if you don't fly in the U.S., maybe I could understand that. But yeah, you got to be very careful about this, because this will bite you if you put this in here wrong. And if you're flying on a network, flying somewhere busy, and you put the speed limit of anything above 280, you will accelerate to above 280 knots and you'll be speeding below 10. So we put 250 here in the pre-select. That way, when we do go into the climb phase, this speed window will go open, as Boeing drivers like to call it, and it will be selected speed 250. And I will maintain that selected speed of 250 until reaching 10,000, and then manually scroll up to 280. So that gives you a reminder, hey, why are we still at 250 at 10,000 feet? Oh yeah, we got to scroll to 280, because if you don't, it'll just be a managed 250 climb out, and then you'll hit 10,000 feet, and then it'll go to your cost index climb out speed of whatever that may be, 300, 310, 260. So you put 250 there as a reminder. Now, if it's a less than, or if, like, say it's less than 250, say all departures maintain 210 knots until advised, then you can go ahead and put 210 knots in there. But that's very, very rare. I don't know if, I mean, there might be just a handful of those around the, that you would be doing where it's below 250, below 10. So there's some that are maintain 250 until advised, then you would definitely just keep it at 250. You know, the worst thing you want to hear is you're climbing out, you know, Cactus 357 safe speed. That's when everybody looks over at each other and you're like, okay, what's the speed? Check your chart, then respond with the appropriate answer, because you probably missed the speed restriction. I'm trying to take notes, but you're talking too fast. Callie Simmer, I've had about 4 cafe con leches. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I can't wait for tomorrow, Callie Simmer. You ready? Let's see, what do we got here? We've got a Lucas Pedrosa, the 5 Brazilian reals. I think Gus said it right. I think I am funded by South America. Thank you so much, Lucas. Appreciate you. V1, how much do I weigh? I need it for my hip thrusts. Happy flying. Well, considering it's the holiday season, I've slipped out. I'm about to 225 now, if you're so curious. Got to get back in the gym. I try to maintain a fighting weight of like 212, 215, but it's been tough, man. Been home almost the whole month, eating breakfast with the kiddos, so I can't do my intermittent fasting. It's tough, man. Will Windsure be implemented? I'm not sure. You talking about on 2024? I'm not sure. But we've hit 3 minutes on our chrono, so we'll go ahead and turn the bleed on. APU bleed is coming up. We will have some ambiance now. There goes that American taxi out back there. I love it. Tomorrow's stream will be brought to you by Espresso Martinis, Team Vodka. You nailed it, dude. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Espresso Martinis all around for tomorrow. Joe Plains, I think you're late, but have a good day, man. Take it easy. Tommy DeVito starting QB for the Giants. At least he's Italian, right? It only gets heavier from here. Thanksgiving is around the corner. Aviation Blaze. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. especially since the wife does these homemade cinnamon roll things. Oh my gosh, it's game over. And we have company coming the week prior to Thanksgiving, and then we're having Thanksgiving company. So it's going to be a rough couple of weeks. I've dedicated this week though 0 sweets until company shows up on Saturday. So I am literally, and I'm hardcore intermittent fasting. No food until 1, stop food at 6 or 7. That's it. Nothing else. Bernhard, yes, the 330 is of high interest to me. I know there's been some talk about the 321 Neo and the LR and stuff, which I think is very interesting. But I'm very curious myself about the. This is where I was standing the other day, by the way. We'll do full realism mode here. Not quite that tall. I'm only 6'1", although she looks like she's about 6'4" in this image here. But I'm very interested about that 330. Because we haven't had a good 330 simulation really since I've been flying. Like, when was the last 330 CEO simulation we had? I really don't know. Like, was it P3D? Aerosoft was on P3D, right? I'm not sure. So I'm more curious about the 330 CEO and some of those default, like that SOB. The SOB does have me interested. I'm a simple guy. I just want Route 2 and slop in the 787. I know. Good thing no MSP turns, Team Vodka. Well, I do have myself on the premium list, so we'll see if they call. I have a feeling we'll be let down if the 330, 320 was anything like their 320 Neo. Wrong side. That's a great question. I love the Volcom Stone guy here. All right. Or that's a great observation. Maybe we should fly the default 320 just to see what it's like. I've never flown the AnyBuilds 320. What is the CTAF for this place? .CTAF K Charlotte is 18.1. You need to be on CTAF. All right, 18.1 is up. We've got this set here. Let's prepare for pushback and departure. Let's see. We'll get a couple company messages though. Hold on. We'll accept our load sheet, see if we got any jump seaters on. It is the holiday season. We don't want to leave anybody behind. We do have one additional jump seater. Get the jump seat out for him. You familiar with the Airbus operation? Yes, I am. Cool. All right, so we've accepted him. We'll put you back on the flight plan page. 340. We need to finish our speeds. Weight and balance. We'll send the final numbers to the McDo. Let's go to perf takeoff. 36 left. Nope. 18 left. Dry. Sync final. Force Toga. Yes. Packs on or off. It's up to you. 250 likes. You guys smash that like button. We'll find out together. We'll calculate these numbers. 42, 47, 48. Flap de. Send that to the McDo. Verify. 42, 47, 48. Flap do. Up 0.6. No flex. We're ready to go. Let's get the beacon light on. Disconnect from external power so they don't shock themselves when they pull it off. And I think it'll start doing its pushback, right? Automatically. Yes, it will. We got a beluga in the freaking alleyway. Charlie 15. We got another 319 over here. Or is it? Yeah, 319. How about the Chiefs finally going down? Yeah, I was excited about that. I'm on 19.1. I'm on 19.1, guess. And Charlotte traffic, Cactus 357 and pushing back Charlie 21. Or whatever gate we're at. Nobody cares. It's an end of an era too, Qatari. Oh, it's 18.1? Oh, 18.1. Thank you, guys. 18.1 is up. 18.1 is up. Check Freak. Freak has been checked. Charlotte traffic, Cactus 357, pushing back Charlie 13. The iFly Max might be my favorite aircraft in the sim. Flyjags, I did see... I did see a update for that Max. I saw Flight Deck to Sim smashing it into some airport earlier. He's been on a roll with those smashers. I think his last landing, he smashed it pretty good too. So hopefully me watching his stream isn't going to cause me to smash either. V1 is state-sponsored by Brazil. So I also wanted to have a Colombian Duke fly-in. I just ran out of time. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should take the Fokkers into Manizales and do the fly-in there tonight. I'm not sure. There's so much I want to do, so little time. A proper Charlotte scenery with a little model of the Solenberger Museum would be amazing. This is the FS Dream Team Charlotte. It's okay.
Delta 104, ready for taxi. We'll follow.
A crazy fact about Microsoft is a flight simulator franchise is older than Excel. I know, right? Going all the way back. All right, there goes that 380 turtle. Water, what's up, man? Good to see you. iFly is humbling since the last update. What do you mean? Like humbling in as far as landing? Like it's more challenging to land? Yeah, Cali Simmer. That's the what's the name of that livery? Something turtle, right? I'm not sure why we're not pushing back. Do I need to we need to go facing south on taxi apron. Facing south. Let's just go straight back, manual stop 100. I don't know what it's trying to do. All right, brakes are released, clear to push.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
We've come a long way, Dale. We've come a really long way. I'll do a manual stop here. Oh, there goes that guy departing over there. That's cool. Facing south is correct. Oh, yeah, I should have done facing south. You're right. Oh, well. GSX is dead to me. It will be, Josh. I love this livery with the sharklets. I really wish they kept this livery. I wish American put this on a sharklet livery. The Heritage livery is not on the 321 sharklet, is it? It's on a wingtip fence. Ah, that's disappointing. Look at that's an awesome winglet though. When I was flying E-jets, brakes are set, clear disconnect. I want to say, I think it was just a solid blue when we had the US Airways E-jets. Or maybe it did have a red. Maybe this was the same winglet on the E-jet. I can't remember now. All right, let's go ahead and spin them up. Ignition mode selector to ignition start. Sim sounds are coming up. Everybody be quiet. Shh, here we go.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
So good. So good. We got an avail. Let's go ahead and do a 2-engine taxi out, starting 2. I love it. It's so real. There's the bus transfer. Wait for the veil light. There it is. Normal. Hit that. We're doing flaps 2. Bring them out. Fenix sounds are so dang good, man. 2024 has got a lot to live up to. I mean, we need to get, to get this Fenix, you know, I think I'm going to be keeping 2020 flying regularly until we at least get the Fenix up and running. Let's go ahead and get the taxi light on. Let's get rolling. Because we need to get this Fenix in 2024. Mark Pierce, what's up, man? Welcome to the flight sim community, dude. Yeah, just built your first flight sim computer. Well, you are in the right time to be doing flight sim, man. Retired 7576. We're gonna have a high quality 7576 coming to the simulator. Hopefully in the next couple months or so. From Bluebird Sim, so that'll be awesome. All right, Charlotte traffic, Cactus 357 taxi to 18 left, Charlotte. Okay, let me turn up my V-Pilot. All right. Now, one thing I love about Charlotte is how complicated they make the ramp procedures. Good thing we don't have to do that today. Nobody is online. Let's do a flight control check. Full up.
Charlotte traffic, Delta 5
Full down,
155,
neutral.
taxiing to
Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. And we should be up point what? Up point 6. There we go. That's set. Ali Sammy, that's you in the A&A. Color me surprised. Color me surprised. I was watching Flight Deck to Sim with the iFly earlier. Lots of small LNAV, VNAV things to fix. Oh, really? Like they still need to fix them? They're not quite, it's not up to snuff yet? Interesting. JJ Stevens, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. I just watched the front of the stream. You had me restarting my sim to check for an update. I hope you get your coal. I hope you get coal in your stocking. Hey, I got coal right now in my stocking because I got an Indy turn, man, that I got to do on Christmas evening. Indianapolis turn. That's not a commutable turn, which is not good at all. So I have plenty of coal in my stocking already. Thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, we were taking a blast from the past back there on that intro. VNAV wasn't touched in iFly according to version 1.0, according to the dev. Interesting, Aaron. Sounds like some conflicting reports. Hudson, what's up? We tried to simulate ramp control for an event one time at Charlotte and messed up so badly that we are banned from doing it. Really? Man, I remember. I am this years old. I am this many years old. I remember when Charlotte revamped the entire ramp process with all the numbers and colors and stuff. And I remember we were on the ramp, and it was just me. I was literally flying the next day when everything went into effect. And everybody was lost and confused. Like, I remember one control's like, Cactus Sunset Taxi to, the spot whatever. And he just goes, where the hell is spot 15? It's like, check your chart. It was mayhem, dude. I don't know why everybody's holding, so I'm going to go on the inner here. It was absolute mayhem. What's this A300 here doing? How often do you go to Indy? Charlie Romeo.
You should have looked at it.
Not very often, man. I haven't been to Indy in a little while. Matter of fact, the last time I went to Indy, I think I had to do a line check, which was last year at some point. That A300, you going to the one they left?
Yes, and you should have left turn here. You enter the apron.
What? Panman, welcome to Prod Pilot. Fly-by-wire. Dude, I was just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning, man. I got a Boston coming up on the 21st. It's a short overnight, though. Short overnight. But what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. That's your 10th super chat. New numbers, colors, flying, Airbus. What's up, man? Always Airbus. None of this Boeing. Tell ANA to go home. No 380s in Charlotte. Hey, Roscoe. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for that $5 super chat. Uh-oh. Who's that? Team Vodka. I fixed it, and it's not working. I have a bubblegum airplane. But appreciate you, fly-by-wire. Where can I download cameras files? Panman, as the sim crashes. I make my own cameras. I make my own views. I bind them live. Do exclamation point wing view. It tells you how to set up your controls. You don't have to do the CFG edit anymore. That's mostly avoidable now. But if you bind up your controls to do what mine do, you can set any wing view that you want. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Team Pink, I know, right? Is that a Condor? Classic AMD bug. It is an AMD bug. That's got to be Gus. Is this 7.5? I think that's a 7.5. Or it's a CFM. Yeah, that's a 7.5. It looks a little short tail cone. I don't know. Oh, it is a Delta 320. He's an X-plane. That's why. He's an X-plane. That's a CFM bus. All right.
Aircraft, take the first right. First right.
Okay, so you want me to go in front of you is what you're saying. All right, we'll take this one here. Oh, yeah, not enough wheels. We'll make Delder give way to us. Yeah, it's only got the single truck. Yeah. Peter, what's up, man?
Elders first.
Respect your elders. Jay, what's up, man? We are going to, that's not the proper route. I forgot to update it. We're going Charlotte to LaGuardia today. Charlotte to LaGuardia. All right, if you want packs off takeoff, we need 250 likes. We're at 227. Smash that like button. Charlotte traffic. Cactus 357 departing runway 18 left on the Barbie. Charlotte traffic. Delta does not give way at Atlanta ever. I know. They even take tails off CRJs.
After the departure of the Cactus 357, Delta 104 will line up and wait on Charlie 11.
Can we have a moment of silence for Air Canada 104 that got absolutely ripped apart on the stream into Denver? Auto 2000 is set. Moment of silence, please. Air Canada 104. He's been stripped of his liveries. We got 250? Oh, you guys crushed it. All right, thank you so much for that. Let me line her up here. We did hit 250 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. I will turn the packs off and do a quick real-world schedule check here before we take off. I want to see if I have any processing requests completed. You guys are awesome. We're going okay, so now the question is inside, outside? On Charlotte, technically you want to be on the threshold before applying takeoff thrust. All right, schedule check real quick before departure. Still processing. Cool. All right, let's go. Inside wing view it is. Here we go. Nose forward on the sticks. Pull them up 50. Maximum Togas. Oh, wait. I gotta honor. Pack 1, pack 2. Those are coming off. You'll see the EGTs fall a little bit. You see that? See the EGTs falling? We've just relieved the engines. Here we go. Maximum yogas in chat. Here we go. Everybody gets the yogas in there. This is probably the last time you get to do it. Probably not. Yoga. Ooh. This reduction is going to be so spicy. Man, Toga SRS runway auto thrust is a bleh. Thrust reduction is going to be so awesome. Thrust set. 100 knots. Check. Look at that friggin' Eeper, 1.63. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. Ooh. Oh, we're getting some chop too already. She is climbing good today. All right, lever climb. Get ready for thrust reduction juice. Lower the nose a little bit. Oh my word. That makes it worth it. Pack one. That thrust reduction, 100% worth it. There's F-speed, flaps 1, speed checks, flaps 1. Let's go ahead and select heading. Turn left 160. Bank angle check. And spin long enough, we'll go pack 2. We'll keep spinning that heading bug around. Let's make it 100. Bank angle check into the left, 100. Captain Chemtrails, what's up, man? Just a normal takeoff in a 7.5. I know. Hey, let me pretend, okay? Let me pretend. Let me pretend. This is my mini 7.5. Here comes S speed. There goes the flaps on the auto retract. See how heavy we are? So we got the auto retract. Now we're getting up above that min clean. We'll go flap 0. Look at that green dot. Look at that VLS shoot up. There you go. Nicely done, Phoenix. Flap 0 after takeoff checklist. We got 250 in the pre-select. Let's go ahead and proceed direct to Meshy. Insert. Charlotte traffic, Actus 357 out of 5.5, direct Meshy, last call, Charlotte. All right, over to 22.8. We're navin', bank angle checking. Love the brown colors down there. There's downtown Charlotte over there. Speeding. How often does auto retract happen? Oh man, it's a toss-up. It just depends on how heavy you are. I mean, it can happen on every flight if you wanted to. You just have to speed up past, 205? But it really just, it's dependent upon weight. I'm going to maintain that 250. I'll turn the sim down just a little bit so I can hear a little bit better. We'll keep hand flying it here for a minute. 223 for green dot. I think you fly with my dad, not entirely sure. Really? Sean Campagnolo. Can we do some bush flying for the tomorrow's stream? Yeah, I'm gonna put a poll up here. As soon as we get out of 10,000 feet or so and we get the autopilot on, I will do a poll about what we're gonna see first. Now, I'm fully planning on just doing like a big time fun stream. We're gonna stream pretty long tomorrow. It's not just gonna be an A to B flight. So we're gonna mess around first in the sim. Like I want to try the SOB out. I want to try some GA stuff out. I don't necessarily think I want to get into career mode right away. But, and then I definitely want to do at least a 1-2 blinder flight. There's 10,000 feet, so this is where the pre-select comes in handy. Now we're going to manually select 280 knots. If you were to have 280 there, it would have been 280 below 10. and that wouldn't have worked out. If we didn't pre-select, right now we'd be accelerating to our cost index climb out speed, which is going to be 323 knots. So if ATC was on right now, you'd be accelerating to 323 knots, and they'd probably say, Cactus 357, say speed. And then you'd be like, huh? Say speed? And you'd be like, huh? Hold on. Say again for Cactus 357? Yeah, Cactus 357, say speed. We are doing 280 knots, Cactus 357. That's how it goes down. Flight level, what's up? Good to see you, man. What are your thoughts on Spirit Chapter 11? I did see that this morning. Not good, obviously. No one wants to see anybody go bankrupt. It's really going to depend on what happens next, man. There's Autopilot 1 up to 340. You know, every major air carrier in the United States that's flying today has filed bankruptcy, some more than once. Chapter 11, that is. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens through the emergent process. But I think we all know how Spirit got into this position, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens, man. It's not they're not out of the woods yet. I don't want the banana plane to go away. Who knows if it'll live. The way it's filed right now, it's a restructuring for the debt. So it's business as usual for the operation as far as the passenger standpoint is concerned. But it really is going to depend what happens in the next, month or two, how they pull out of this. Cali Simmer, I think Spirit's going to come out stronger and better from this. Yeah, I think so too. And for all my colleagues at Spirit Airlines and everybody involved, I hope for the best. There's a lot of things that can happen in Chapter 11 bankruptcy. I've been through one, been through two actually, and you can have unsolicited mergers again, acquisitions, dependent. It kind of opens up the doors for that. They could also emerge standalone from it, and if they do, they'll be off in a better foot because you have to restructure the debt. I'm not a super good person to talk like hardcore financing about when it comes to these things, but from what I know, this is I don't want to say common practice, but it is something that has happened before in very similar situations because they got to pay, they got to restructure debt. Airlines always operate at a loss. The big ones, the big carriers, they pretty much always operate at a loss. Even Delta, who posted $1 billion profit, they had like a $5 billion Amex profit in there. So without credit cards, that airline's operating at a loss too, and that's probably the best financially set airline in the U.S. is Delta. And without that, so that just shows you that even the best of the best, without additional help, all these airlines pretty much operate at a loss as far as flying is concerned. Flying is something they do on the side. Now, Spirit being a smaller carrier, they don't have that type of financial backing with the loyalty programs and credit cards. It's a much more difficult process. So, long story short, being able to restructure the upcoming due dates of the bonds and yada yada, using their headquarter facility as collateral, it can put them in a position to come out much stronger. So that's pretty much where it's at. It can, and I hope that it will, but it's not guaranteed yet. There's a lot of things that can happen. There have been other airlines that filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and it did not work out. So it's interesting. Gus says, your wake is on the same level as I am, but the blow to the right by the wind, posted and tagged to burn your eyes on Discord. Oh gosh, I can't wait to see some X-Plane stuff. There's 18,000 feet. We'll hit standards STDs for you, me, and Gustavo. We're all set up. Let's go ahead to our managed cost index now. So we'll hit managed speed. We'll accelerate to 320 knots. That'll be interesting, going up to 340 and a 321. Let's check our prog. Max 37.6, 35 is our optimum. And we're cruising at 35, so we should be okay. We got LaGuardia set in our prog page. We did our lights. We notified the flight attendants. Let's go ahead and copy the active. Oh, very important. Make sure Delta Ops is on 121.5. We can sit back, relax, enjoy the climb out, looking at these beautiful sharkies. Now, 2 questions real quick before we do the polls for tomorrow. Do we wind the sim forward like 2 hours for sunset into LaGuardia like we did 4 years ago on our first flight to LaGuardia in the sim, or do we just let it rock real time? After you, no poll on that, just spam chat. What do you want to see? Fast forward sunset or same time? And then I'll put the poll in for tomorrow. James, I had to file Chapter 13. Ooh, I'm not familiar with the Chapter 13. So the only, like I said, I have very limited knowledge when it comes to this stuff. The only things that I know, Chapter 7 is pretty much a straight up liquidation filing where the airline would disappear essentially, barring something miraculous. Versus Chapter 11 is a restructuring type of agreement to renegotiate debt. Have you heard about Moxie Breeze versus Avelo when battling in CT competition at Tweed, New Haven? I have not. They only have 6 gates available. Not sure that'll work out. Yeah, the Breeze Avelo, they'll probably merge at some set, I'm sure. Or they'll probably merge at some point. I could see Breeze and Avelo coming together. Fast forward. All right, I like fast forward. Let's run it forward. So right now, sim time, we are sitting at 2 p.m. local. I think the sun sets, what, around 6:30? So let's run this forward. Let's run this forward to 5. Let's make it 4 p.m. right now. If we make it 4 p.m., our estimated arrival time is 22:04, which is right at 5. Yeah, so that'll look good. It won't be dark, but it'll be getting to that golden hour of juice. Let's enjoy these sharklets out here. I could pretend we're on a 7.5. All right, now, are you going to try the 7.4-400 tomorrow first? Ali Sammy, what do you mean? Chapter? What do you mean? There's a 400 7.4, but it's the same that we have now, right? It's nothing different. If it's the same as what we have now, I'm probably not going to do that first. I want to try something new. Let's go back to full screen cam. Remember, if you want a tiller, steer 24. Moza AB9 Base is what I was rocking, and Throttletek Flightbox as we approach the holiday season. No, the Dash 400 is a super tanker or dream lifter. There's also a... Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. We have the Dash 8. Infian, do we only have super tanker or dream lifter? There's no, like, regular passenger Dash 400? That's interesting. Not so much merger, but they are complete competitors right now and taking out competing routes. It's interesting to see who will claim Connecticut is both claimed to be Connecticut's airline. Yeah, I mean, whoever pays more. There's no regular passenger Dash 400. Oh, okay. Maybe we should do firefighting ops in the tanker. Can we do firefighting ops in the tanker? All right, I'm going to get the poll together right now, so stand by. So, the parameters for tomorrow, we will eventually do an A to B flight in an airliner. Which one, that's to be determined. So, I'm not going to put that option in here. This is going to be kind of like, what do you want to see first tomorrow? And then we'll fly tomorrow in order of how this poll turns out. So, let me get this in here. So we can do. My only other question, though, I think firefighting is tied to career mode, right? So you would have to go through career mode to do the missions. Career mode first. I'll put that as an option if you guys want us to, because what we could do is we could attack career mode first out of the gate, build up, and try to do some missions, right? So I'll do that. Career mode first to get missions. I have to put the number 2 because I'm out of characters. Career mode first to get to missions. How about this? Yeah, that's fine, to get 2 missions. What else can we do? Random flights in new default aircraft, such as the SOP. What else is a new default that we're looking forward to? So I'm mostly looking forward to the SOP, A400M. Beluga, PC. Ooh, the PC-24 could be interesting too, Kyle. So my grammar on these questions are going to be a little bit off because I'm trying to fit everything in here. I'm character limited. Do I personally think the 320 cockpit is spacious? Yes, it's one of the most spacious flight decks out there. Random flight default aircraft, i.e. SOP. So I've got career mode for missions, random flights with default aircraft like the SOP or additional ones, Beluga, PC-24. And then or we could just go right into, go straight to A330 A to B flight. So we're going to have three options. Career mode for missions, random flights, in default aircraft. That could be like short flights, just taking a SOP from Dallas to Houston, or who knows. I don't know, because I don't know what Dallas will look like in 24. Probably nothing better than what we have now, but you get what I'm saying. Short flights, just kind of see what kind of default birds we have, mess around, or just go straight into an A to B flight and try to operate some of the default airplanes like a real world operation. Like that, we have the 321 LR we could try, etc. So I will throw this up here. If you're in the chat, I do recommend that you vote. Give me an idea what you guys want to see tomorrow, and we're going to try to do we're going to do a mix of all of these. But this will just help me prioritize what you want to see first. Operator Dirt, bush flying. I would put that, if you want to see bush flying, vote for the random flights, because that's where we will literally just load up an aircraft and say, hey, let's fly here to there. Let's fly here to there. AJ, I want to go back in the chat. I missed a super chat for you when we were taking off. 300 likes for bump thrust them boys. AJ, appreciate that. Them boys are dead to me, man. I don't even know if I want to watch the game tonight. Maybe we'll just do a third stream in the Duke instead of watching Monday Night Football. 3 streams in one day, maybe. But thank you, AJ, for the $3 super chat. Sorry I missed it, man. And Bernhard Senior, a €50 donation, man. Thank you so much, Bernhard Senior, for a 50 €50 drop on the super chat, man. That is very, very kind. I appreciate that. It says, I remember how I first started with Microsoft September of 22. After my first real world flight with an airliner, I thought, this is so cool, let me try this myself. It didn't go well. Learned through tutorials, bought the Fenix, and worked on my flying to this day. Bernhard, that is fantastic, man. Well, I really appreciate the support. Thank you for that massive $50 super chat. I'm glad that you are enjoying flight simulation, and hopefully maybe you pick up a thing here and there from this channel, man, flying the A320 series of aircraft. I haven't done a tutorial series in a long time, but eventually I will try to knock out another professional series based in the Fenix, which I think would be kind of fun because I can highlight the different variants, etc. So, but Bernhard, thank you again for that massive super chat. Very kind of you. And here's to 2024, man. So you got 2 years in the books. Here's to the next 2 years. Jeez, that's scary. Why is that so loud? Ali Sammy, thank you for the bank angle check, man. I don't see any chats with it, but thank you for the 143 bank angle check, my man. Very, very kind. Appreciate you, dude. Climbing out here, looking good, looking good. Blackbird Controls dropping 20 gifted memberships. My oh my. Blackbird Controls, dude. Too many gray names in here, he says. Hey, Blackbird Controls, my man. Appreciate the support. Massive amount of support, man. Really appreciate that. Welcome to Team Green, everybody who picks up a membership from Blackbird Controls. Caveat from getting a membership from Blackbird Controls, you need to go over to his page right now and just buy some 737 MAX levers or 727 levers, because they're just that awesome. No, I'm all kidding aside, though. Blackbird, thank you so much for the support, man. And thank you for creating some awesome stuff here for the Honeycomb Bravo mods, man. If you don't know who Blackbird is, he does make Bravo throttle mods right now. He's got the 7.2 lineup and the 7.3 lineup. I think you've probably seen them by now on the channel. Right now, I've got the 727 levers on my Bravo. They're holding my my radio stack. So, appreciate you, man. And here's to 2024 and hopefully some more throttles down the line, right? Yeah, AJ says truth. The 737 levers are straight fire. I absolutely. I think if you do not have the 737 levers and you have a Honeycomb Bravo, you're missing out, man. There's too many good 737s. We got the PMDG, we got the iFly Max, you know, you got all the variants of the PMDG. You need a good set of 7.3 levers. You will not be disappointed. Ooh, and he says RJ85 and the 146 are coming. Oh, Blackbird. Yeah, you're teasing me, my man. I cannot wait to see that. I was really hoping we'd do another RJ85 flight. Maybe we'll do 4 streams today. Nah, I don't. Just kidding. We'd run out of time. But I do love that RJ, man. So it'd be really cool to have some proper levers, especially 4 of them. 3 is better than 2, but I can't wait for having 4 levers. That'd be awesome. Awesome stuff, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, where are we at here? Let's go ahead and we are 32 for 34. As soon as we level off, we'll hop outside. It's going to be a nice flight here. ETP's coming up there, about 120 miles. Why is our cabin altitude excessively high? Looks like it's fixing itself. Very good. I do want to turn the cabin lights off. One thing I forgot to do here. Settings, sim settings, cabin lights off. Beautiful. All right, back to my flight, and this thing here, we'll go back to LaGuardia. We'll get these up and ready. We'll put the airport page up for LaGuardia, I guess. Cool deal. All right, another 3,000 feet here, and then we'll go outside. Just trying to enjoy that sharklet wing out there. It looks so good. Sorcerer Dave, no more floating around the cockpit trying to find the RJ engine start switch click spot. Yeah, exactly, Sorcerer Dave. Yeah, have a proper RJ spot would be pretty sweet. You know, that Toga switch on the front side? Awesome. What airliners will be in 24? The same ones plus new ones, or are they all new? They're all, well, I think, I think it's what we have plus new ones, right? I don't think they're getting rid of any airplanes that we have now by default. Bosco, you'll get to do plenty of 20 streams tomorrow after you alt F4. That should be another poll we should do, is how long do you think we'll be in 2024 before it is dead to me? Do we think we'll get through an entire day of Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 without rage quitting? That's a good question. That'll be the next poll here. Let's go ahead and level off for 340. Seatbelt sign is coming off. You're now free to move about the cabin. I mean, come on. That's a 7.5. That's a 7.5 minus 9 feet. I love it. Now, if my hometown airline still had 7.5s, a whole different story, man. That's the juice. Let's turn it down a little bit. Man, that looks good. All right. The 757 we have at home. I know. All right. First and foremost, let's take a look at what we got here in the poll. So, 44% of you want to see random flights, so just messing with the aircraft, which is good. I like that. I think that'll be a little bit more fun than locking ourselves right into a career mode mission setup, which is at 20%. So, you know what? I think this is what we'll do. Considering what we have in the poll there, it looks like it's got a significant lead. I can't see that would be changing at all. What we'll do tentatively is, I think, and we'll mess around. We'll try to find ourselves the best default plane first. And then maybe we take that default plane on an A to B flight or so. Maybe, you know. But now my question is, so I'm going to start a new poll. So I like that. We're going to do random flights and then maybe right to the 330 and then maybe mess around with missions a little bit after lunch break or something. Who knows? So I'm going to end that poll. Thank you for your participation. We're going to keep that up. I'll have that saved for my records. My next question before I get to AJ's Super Chat here, and I forget what I want to say, is I want to ask you guys and gals, what airplane are you most interested in tomorrow between the 330 series and the AnyBuilds 320 series, such as we have the Neo, the 321 LR, right? We have the is that what it is, the 321 LR? Obviously, Fenix would win all of these, but it's just for the default. So it's the A330. I'll put the whole series from AnyBuilds versus the A321. Now, we don't have to. Don't tell me. Versus A321 LR. I'm going to start that poll because I know we got a lot of narrow-body Airbus fans on the channel. So I think this poll might be closer than I think. But I'm gonna post it. You guys vote. Get back to AJ's Super Chat here. You can get a whole day of 2024 downloading it. Oh my gosh, AJ, please. I hope not. I hope I hope the downloading situation is not crazy tomorrow. I really do. If anybody can pull it off, it'd be Microsoft, right? It's Microsoft. So fingers crossed, but I fully anticipate we might have some issues, AJ. But your $3 super chats, one after the other, will help make up for it. Appreciate you, man. Water dropping the 10 gifted subs. Water, thank you guys. Man, we're 36 new memberships today. Appreciate all of y'all for the support. Thank you so much, Water, for that gifted membership as well. U.S. Navy coming in to represent. Hey, Army-Navy game coming up next month, right? Oh, man, it's going to be interesting. Thanks, Water, for the support, dude. Appreciate you. And JJ Stevens dropped the $5 super chat as well. I saw they were redesigning the Pratt & Whitney 1000 series and something about if they do, the whale sound will go away. I did not. Is that on the Mentor Pilot's video? I think somebody watched it that's a fan of the channel because it's on my YouTube feed. It's like, hey, you need to watch this. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw a Mentor video and it was like, this is going to change the Neo forever. I haven't watched it yet. So I'm not sure what you're referring to, but hey, as long as it fixes the issues that Pratt currently has, I mean, go for it. But thanks for the support, man. Wrong Side Sim says, I'll be stuck in a company meeting from 11 to 6. That's what you think until they fire you at 11:15. Then dinner plus having to wait for Collector's Edition to show up. May not be able to fly it for 7+ days. Wait, so Wrong Side. I thought that was only in Europe. So if you bought the Collector's Edition, which I almost did because I think it would be fun to have the nostalgia of the hard of the stuff anyway. You have to wait 7+ days for your Collector's Edition to show up, dude. Why can't you just have like a key online to do it? Like that's wild, man. I'm sorry, man. Sorry to hear that. JP says, I don't know what Microsoft did not put the downloader like other games. Yeah, I know. I wish they did. So we downloaded the installers. I did the pre-install as well. I think it's just the installer, as AJ said. So I know I have tomorrow's stream scheduled at 11. I think that's when it is released. So I may push tomorrow's stream back to 11:30, 11:45 until we can actually get the sim downloaded. But as soon as I have the sim downloaded, we're going to go live because I kind of want to go through it all with y'all together. I think it'd be kind of interesting to see. And if it's too frustrating, then I'll just Alt F4 that stream, set up everything, and then do another stream. But I kind of want to do it live because I feel like we're probably going to run into some issues or stumble across some things that we might be able to figure out as a community versus, me trying to figure it out and ping everybody on the Discord, be like, why can't fix this? Somebody help me fix this. So it's either going to be a good thing or a bad thing. We'll find out. But the stream is already scheduled, so Discord live, exactly. BKG Blueface, thank you for the membership, man. Welcome back to Commercial Pilot, dude. Right now, I can't believe I actually thought this would be closer, this poll that's in chat right now. So the most interested Airbus for 24 between the 330 series and the 321 LR is by 60% lead. That's a large margin. Okay, so I guess we'll be flying the 330 first, which honestly I'm excited for because we haven't had one since P3D. So I'm fine with that. US is fine, except it doesn't ship till today. I just have to go solo, SoFlo for the week next 5 days. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know why they can't put the download key in there, Wrong Side. That's a bummer, dude. What time are you Midwest? I'm Central. I'm Texas Central Freedom Time. All I care about is working pappies. I will never fly another plane again when the 350 releases. I'm excited for the 350 too. Say Toga says in the 320, how do you know when to hit approach? When you're cleared for the approach is when you press the approach push button. What is the sequence between loc, LS, and approach? All you got to do is hit approach button if you're cleared for the approach. The only time you hit the loc button is if you're doing a localizer approach only, or you're doing if you're asked to intercept the localizer and you're not being told that you're cleared for approach. But approach only and localizer if you're doing a loc, or told to do loc only, not intercept the glide slope, because approach will give you glide slope and localizer. AJ says 330 and pick it apart with a German accent. Well, look, AJ, the video that AnyBuilds was it, or the live stream rather of the 330, it looked like they had quite a lot of stuff that was modeled that looked pretty dang good. So, what airport is that down there? I thought I saw a runway. Going crazy? What's that one right down there? Where are we? Hopewell? Richmond. Ah, Richmond down there. No, that's not Richmond. Richmond's over here. Huh. Kinston? But you know what though, AJ, like I was saying, it looks like it's got some pretty decent modeling to it. So it might be pretty good. Detroit. No, it's not Detroit. I know that. I may not be very good at geography, but I know Detroit nowhere near here. Extreme. Yes, I did, man. I haven't flown the PMDG since the MAX came out. So what's the stat? We have a default MAX in the sim as well, right? Oh, that's what I should have put in there. Okay, okay, hold on. Another poll. I'm going to end that poll. Another poll is between... What is between the MAX and the 330? Default 737 MAX versus default 330. That should be a closer poll. I'm actually more excited for the A400M, guys. I'm going to fly the A400. That thing looks awesome. What is that on the window? FSX Legend? That's a COVID, man. Don't put your nose too close to it. Marcus says I leave for a 4-day family trip tomorrow. I'm going to rewatch tomorrow's stream after it get me started. Aha. All right, Marcus. Yeah, for some reason, man, it just worked out that luckily I was off this whole week, the Microsoft dropping. So I actually have a vacation week this week. But the A400 does look awesome. This is fixed like the Soccer World Cup or the Mike Tyson fight, one of the two. 24 has animals but no weather radar like my 20-year-old FSX. That's what ticks me off. I know. That's locked in with some type of Meto Blue or something. I don't know. There's something money-wise that prevents the real-world radar, right? Something like that. The default 7.3 MAX cockpit looked below mid. I mean, because we have the iFlyBacks, I don't see why anybody would. Yeah, I could see that. More people want the 330 than the default MAX. The cockpit in the default 7.3 MAX looks like it was made out of Play-Doh. Dougal says I got a tour inside the A400M before I left the service. It feels fast inside that bird. Really? That's awesome, man. I've only seen the few A400Ms out on the ramp. I've never been up close to one. I've only seen them from a distance. I haven't actually. I don't know if I've ever seen one flying, to be honest with you. I think I saw one or two parked. And that was it. Digital Merc, what's up, man? Good to see you. I just think it'd be cool to fly an Airbus turboprop. Freaking cool is that? How did I miss my notification? Better late than ever. You're right. Better late than ever. We did do a Toga packs off takeoff though. That acceleration thrust reduction was primo, dude. Primo. Don't mention the fight. I'm unsubscribing. I unsubscribed the night I subscribed. Literally, Scotty too. I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's sign up for it. Because there's some other stuff we could watch on Netflix too. And literally about an hour after we subscribed, the buffering issues and all that stuff, we unsubscribed. I was like, okay, I'm done with you, Netflix. Never mind. So delay code probably. Yeah. You're fine. All right, cool. We're approaching the ETP. This is going to be a juicy approach into New York. I probably should have uninstalled JFK. Might be a little taxing on the system. Would it be safe to assume that because it's Airbus, even though it's prop, will still feel like a 320? I don't know, Mr. Saturday. That's what I really don't know. Does it have fly-by-wire? Is it fly-by-wire like the 320 series or like the 330 series, the A400M? I don't know. I know nothing about that airplane other than it looks cool. Fly Guy, I think Jake Paul wants to fight Muhammad Ali next. I watched it the next morning before the spoilers. Horrible way to start the day, yes. iFly Max does look pretty impressive, and that's coming from someone who usually doesn't fly anything with less than 3 inches or T-tail. I like your style, Sorcerer Dave. It is all fly-by-wire? Interesting. We're going to have to try that, too. That might be the first one we try, honestly. You will like the new Max update, auto throttle lockout now. Yes, thank you, JJ. I appreciate you. Yeah, I did see that in the changelog. I am excited about that. Will the 330 have EFB? Will you be able to import the flight plan or you enter it manually? Say Toga, that I don't know, man. I don't remember. I think it has. I don't know. Can you import? I don't remember. I think in the stream it said that you will be able to. I don't know if it's implemented yet. I want to see Jake Paul challenge Conor McGregor. Wait, Mr. Saturday, you're not installing 24 because X-Plane taking up storage space preventing me from installing 24 right away? And you don't want to delete X-Plane 12? Wow, that's dedication right there. You know what we should do tomorrow is we should just do an X-Plane 12 stream in the Fearless 7.4. How about this? If tomorrow's stream goes so sideways and we Alt F4 and it becomes dead to me, we will fly the Fearless 747 and X-Plane 12 on Flight Simulator 2024 release day. We will go back to X-Plane 12. Scoper says, remember, the throttle and yoke inhibits has to be enabled in the wonderful EFB in the iFly, or else will not lock out the hardware controls when automation is active. Good to know. I have 500 gigabytes of space on an M2 reserved for 24. Yeah, I've got about 500 gigs of space too on my M2. Now here's my question: there's not going to be an issue having 2020 and 2024 on the same M2 drive, right? Because I have an M2 drive that I use just for 2020, and I want to put 2024 on it as well. So I think I actually have. Yeah, I think I have over 500 gigs for it.
Washington traffic, Delta 104, is on route to arrival for Laporte, expecting our nav X-ray for runway 31. Report for descent.
It's Air Canada 104 keying up. Okay, so it should be completely different file directories. Cool. So I shouldn't have any issues. Sounds good. Jeremy wants me to fly X-Plane. What's up, man? Good to see you. Gally Simmer says, you really have had quite a bit of caffeine if you're talking about 24 is dead and booting up X-Plane 12. Well, listen, only if we have to. Only if we have to. All right, there's Prince up there. What's our mileage? We're 220 miles out. We'll give about another 20 miles here. Let's get some last shots of the external juice, and then we will set up for the arrival on the Proud 2 into LaGuardia. Man, we've come a long way. What I should do is hold on. I got an idea. I'm gonna turn this down real quick. I got an idea, y'all. Hold the phone. Oh, let me do a real-world schedule check. Wait, what? Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, hold up. Oh. No. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I thought I got rid of the 25. I got rid of the 5. Damn. I thought I was able to drop that turn, that Indy turn. Oh my gosh, I got so excited, y'all. I dropped the trip on 05, not the 25. Stand by, looking at some more scheduling stuff. I almost freaked out and said we're gonna have 5 streams today. I'm surprised I can't swap out of that one though. Okay, so theoretically here, things aren't looking too terrible on the real world scheduling situation. Man, I got so excited though. I thought for sure I dropped that. Ruined the immersion. Alright, 11 and 12. I'm going to try a swap here real quick. Give me a second, guys. LaGuardia overnight. Ooh. 4203, but we're going to do it. Stand by. I swear, I'm paying attention to the stream, I swear. Hold on, I just got to submit this request. Okay, all right, back to the stream. Man, I thought you got scheduled tomorrow. No stream. No. We're back. I just thought that, man, I was so excited for a second, y'all. I do have one nuclear option that I'm trying to use. We'll see if it works or not. JFK's on live, but there's no LaGuardia, so let's go ahead and just do an updated weather. Still the same, 310 at, oh, that's the old, let's do this. 310 at 8, everything looks good, 1829 or 80. We'll set up this, we'll do 18 here for the temperature at 29 or 80. What I want to do real quick is I want to set this up, and then we're going to watch, what's going on here? Then we're going to watch the arrival on the first time I did this. I think it'd be fun to see what the sim looks like. 310 at 8. RNAV X-ray 31 approach. Like this. RNAV X-ray. Minimum is 1160. It's add 50, so we'll call it 1210. It'll be an LNAV approach only, LNAV VNAV or LNAV only. We'll make sure we have deselected FLS, which in the real life you do this in the RAD page. But let's go ahead and make sure it's not on. Okay, it's not on. Cool. We got LDEV. We should have AC essential auto switching though, and we should have nav and go around too. All right, cool. That is set up. The bottom altitude on this arrival on the Proud. Descend via Corey at 10,000 feet. Channel set. Brian says we've come a long way from the blue screen of death in FSX and P3D to Microsoft 2020. What a ride, Brian. Absolutely true, man. What an absolute ride, my man. All right, we're back at it. Actually, it'd probably be better to take a look at it from this view right here. JJ, yeah, we won't need a lot of space for that's what, yeah, so I think, yeah, because you don't have to download anything. Now, what's interesting is I saw in the Xbox app, it said that you can set this game to be able to play in offline mode. So I don't know if I'd be able to fly it in offline mode if I can't stream it. I don't know. I thought that was interesting when the Xbox app asked me that question. Allie Sammy, thanks for the 2 super chat. Can you fly? I fly the Phoenix. Can I take the turn? I would love to hand off the turn to you, man. I might end up paying somebody some moolah to take it. Rex Atmos enters chat. Oh, don't remind me, Force Raptor. We've had a good stream. It's been so nice. Don't remind me, dude. Don't remind me. All right. Where am I trying to find? I thought I had this up here. I don't know where it went. I know we got a 100-knot crosswind right now, which is pretty wild. All right, where is my history? Because I just played it. Yes, this is the one right here. on 300. Hold on, pause. Let's see. I don't know why I can't get it to pop up here. Who's calling in sick tomorrow? Not me. I'm off, thank goodness. Oh, I think I know why it's not working. There we go. Look at the old chat box. Who's in the old chat box? We got Team Vodka, Cartage of Wool. Man. We saw the old theme song. Cam MD80's there. Rex Royce. Hold on. Well, that's a good startup sound. Look at that old cockpit. You have to do. Hold on, can I make you...
Delta 104,
Oh, is he starting down? Do we need to start down? Yep, decelerate, let's go. Mach descent. Why can't we descend? Wait a second, we've had this bug. Would only do vertical speed? Not sure what I did wrong. No, Cali Simmer, I've seen this bug before. We are encountering that bug. We are encountering the bug. Yep, we're stuck in takeoff phase. Look at this. We're stuck in takeoff phase. Airplane's bugged. Phoenix is dead to me. Bring on 2024. Let's go. We'll go open descent. Thrust idle open descent 270. Speed brakes are coming out. Well, I don't want to do that at 34. So Phoenix is dead to me. Hold on. 270. No, it won't even let me. It just kicked me out. Vertical speed. Bug till landing. There we go. Speed descent. But I want to bump up the speed here. Maintain 280. Had to put it in approach mode. Yeah, it's bugged. 100% bug. Canadian, what's up, man? Good to see you. Watch that speed there. What are you doing, Phoenix? Hunter not crossing pretty strong? Nah. It's wintertime, man. Canadian, thanks for the 11 months support, dude. FS Labs, let FS Labs be there. Got 14 days off right now. Not even a first flight booked on a 1900 crew schedule. He said might not be until January. Ooh, Canadian. Well, good to see you back in Canada, man. Hopefully travels went well. Thanks for the 11 months support. That's another thing. Are we going to have an FS Labs Airbus here pretty soon? So that FS Labs A320. Yeah, bring on the FS Labs, man. Let's keep going. Set 240. It's at or above. We'll set 24. Speed descent. Now my question is, if I recruise you to 24, and I open descent down to 24. Hold on, I'm trying to hack the bug here is what I'm trying to do. Let's see if we can accomplish this. I'm going to set 240. We're going to speed up down to it. Don't mind descent rate. Don't mind my descent rate. Ears are going to be popping. I noticed I set a new cruise altitude when I put in the target descent altitude. I knew that point something was wrong. Yeah, something's wrong. Something got messed up. It's when that, and I think when that init page goes out, it gets jacked up. Alright, so we're speed out star. Now it should go to out cruise here. Let's see if it goes to out cruise. We're going to recruise it. Can I manage speed? I can. So we're manage speed, Mach out star. Let's wait for it to go to out cruise. Real live troubleshooting. Speaking of FS Labs, are they still making their Concorde? I don't know, man. I wish they would have focused on the Concorde instead of an Airbus, honestly. Cactus 357 possible pilot deviation. Hey, you worry about speaking English, Gus. You just worry about speaking English to Denver approach. Alright, let's try this again. Let's set out cruise. We're going to set 11,000. And let's start down early. Mach descent. Hey, so now we're on a managed descent. So we worked our way around it. We had to set a new cruise altitude. We had to get to cruise altitude again. And now we go manage descent, and it seems to be working. But, and I don't know if that's right. I know Amir said that that's right, that goes back to amber. The cruise flight level goes away because we passed cruise. I don't know if it does. I can't remember, if I'm being honest with you. Even though that you're no longer at cruise altitude, I don't know if that goes amber. Maybe it does. They're focused on the new test.exe. Alright, let's get flight recorder up and running. Hold on, look at this, y'all. I wish I could make, let's hide that, there we go. It used to have grass in it too, right? Well, 4 years ago versus now. It's still pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Let's go forward here. There's the Azobo 320 Neo. Versus our Fenix. I know, Mr. Saturday. 4 years went by fast, didn't it? Absolutely went by fast. Alright, you're dead to me. Let's just focus on this. We're 22, we're descending, we're looking good for 11,000. We should capture the on speed. Let's enjoy some sunset here in our 321. Chaos says, according to our pilots, I think we have it so it gets dashed. Oh, I didn't know that was there. Okay, dashed? What do you mean dashed? Is it amber, though? I don't think it should be amber. Jesse, what's up, man? I'm so psyched for 24. Can't believe it's tomorrow. I know, dude. Callie Simmer, yeah, you're not the only one. Someone actually brought it up before, and we were trying to fix it in the Discord, and I was like, yeah, I think this is definitely a bug that you're encountering. So right now, we're back on it. It's like it gets, whenever you see this go to TO phase there, the box is out of sync. That's part of the problem. It's already confirmed by Fenix. I think I already saw in their Discord that it's a known bug that they're working on, so I'm sure they'll fix it. Nobody, I don't know, everyone's going to go like, oh, he said he's waiting for FS Labs. No, Fenix is not dead to me. Check on the next turn. I'm not doing a turn, Gus. We're turn and burn. We're not doing a turn. We're ending this stream, and then we're doing the Fokker stream later this afternoon. F28. Mark, you out of here, dude? Hey, gotta go, guys. Driving for 11 hours. Get some sleep, dude. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you tomorrow, man. Yeah, Chaos. I think my initial instinct tells me that that would be correct. Because I don't recall seeing amber boxes in flight anywhere in the McDo. Because that means unless it needs data, right? Amber means it needs data. So you go to the perf, approach, see it doesn't need any more data. It already had the data here. It doesn't need it anymore. I don't think it goes amber box. November vacay. Yeah. November vacay, man. Unless they call me, I'll happily go in for primo, you know? But right now I'm trying to get my beard game, I'm trying to get it all tailored up for the family pictures. It'd have to be a juicy trip for me to shave my beard and go into work. I hope I can copy my airport scenery. Gentle, that's a great question. Does anybody know what the official stance is on that for scenery for 24? Because, man, if it's anything like the 2020 drop, those default airports are horrendous in 2020, which may limit us. Now, I'm glad that we voted for, let me end this poll, by the way. I'm glad that our first thing that we're going to do in the new sim is just mess around with the new airplanes a little bit, because I think that, you know, we could go to some podunk airports. Like, I can think of some fun Saab airports. We're going to fly the Saab first, I think. I think we have to do the Saab first. Load in the Saab, maybe take off out of, like, Scranton or what's the Hershey Island, 8 Mile Island, 3 Mile Island, 2 Mile Island, what's the one over there, Hershey, PA, and go to Philly or something, the Saab. Airport scenery, people have said that it will be good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, though, is I'm not just going to do a full-blown drag and drop. I got to do piece by piece because I don't want to make my sim unstable. Harrisburg, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, if improved loading speed holds true, that would be, you're correct, Mr. Saturday. We could just, you know, start, refresh, do another flight, and Saab needs to be MCO to Key West and Silver. 3 Mile Island, that's the one, thank you, yeah. Actually, you know what I would want to do instead? Let's take, we don't have any good, like, GA birds, so I would say we should go back to Kern Valley in 2024. Maybe we need to take the Saab into Manzales or something in Colombia. Harrisburg's one of your local airports. Nice, man. Everything will be on case-by-case basis. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly, Aaron. More drag required, you say? A little bit high. Let's go ahead and get a little speed brake action out. Oh, look at the sharp window. Chaos says we're planning to have an update for 24 to get it all working pretty soon. Okay, so Chaos, the case of, then you answered my question then basically. So the 380 will not be a drag and drop operation. Scheduling stuff, stand by. It's just a bummer about that Christmas Day term, man. And I'm even trying to swap it for like, pretty crazy though. I was able to drop it. Everything else except that one day. It definitely flew, but I think there seemed to be issues during the alpha. Okay. Oh, we do have a King Air 90 though, right? Canadian? King Air 90 in 2024? Or is that, or no? Let's set 10,000 feet, open descent. I'm going to select speed 250, more speed brake. We'll have to figure out if we do Saab or King Air. We might do King Air first because I'm more familiar with that. You know, the Saab, like I said, we'd be debating between skill issue or bug. Oh, it's a GTX with a G1000 though? No, never mind. Disregard. Can't do that. I think when Azoba said planes can be drag and drop, I think they said that with most basic GA planes in mind. Yeah, I would imagine so. They obviously did not take into account the Fenix. Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah, swap and drop as we want. Yeah, that's what makes where I work for great. I literally dropped Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas Eve, and I had a trip the day after Christmas, and I had a trip on New Year's Eve. I dropped all of that. The only one I couldn't drop was Christmas Day because it went red, and I don't know how because it was green by a mile. All right, we're level 10,000 feet. Let's get ready for the RNAV X-ray here. Let's go night mode on the charts. Let's pull this sucker up. RNAV GPS X-ray for 3-1. Let's go direct Pachow. See inset for routing. We're not coming from any of those fixes. Actually, can we go Verez? Are you on here? Proud, Manual Lake to Pachow. Let's go direct Pachow. Proceed direct. No, never mind. Let's disregard. Let's erase that. Let's stay on the arrival here. It's not much of a cutoff, but we don't need to be at 250. Let's accelerate here. 280 knots. Let's keep our speed up for sequencing. We'll do 300. Maybe a Black Square C90, that would be cool. That would be cool, Swarm. Black Square do the overhaul mod. Now, what Black Square did say, though, is they said that they're going to work on bringing their current Black Square overhaul mods to standalone products. So that would be really cool. Rip aft cabin, 80 degrees. You're from Turkey. You should like that. It should be cold for you. It's hotter in the back. Yeah, 79. Here you go, Turk. I'll make it feel just like home for you back there in 33E. Cali Simmer, alerts are muted. Daggone.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Here's a cafe con leche or two for tomorrow. You're going to need it. I can see the stress now for you trying to decide what to fly on 24 tomorrow. Lol. Cheers.
Kelly Simmer, thank you for the $10 bank angle check indeed. Yes, we're going to need to fund up those cafe con leches, chat. Gotta appreciate it. It's going to be a long day tomorrow, but it's going to be awesome. We already missed the sun go down. How do we do that? I wanted to watch the sun go down. Come back. There we go. But absolutely, Kelly Simmer, thank you so much for that $10 bank angle check. I can't wait. You're going to be here tomorrow, right, Kelly Simmer? You're going to be flying? My question is, what is Miss Callie Simmer going to fly on her first flight in 2024? It's probably going to be the IndyBuilds A321. Think about getting the Ray-Ban Meta to get some PT6 content. Canadian. Do it. That is so cool. Those are the glasses, right, that they record everything from your sunglasses. That would be epically cool. I've thought about doing something like that as well. And you should definitely be the guinea pig and let me know how it works, because if it works out, I've got some ideas. Will there be an evening stream? Yes. Oscar, we've got the Fokker F-28 coming up. After this stream, you should be sent to the F-28 waiting room. Also, be sure to like and or alert yourself for tomorrow's stream, because if you don't alert yourself, put the alerts on for tomorrow's stream, it's already scheduled. I might have to adjust the stream start time depending on the chaos of the sim being released. So you want to have your alerts on so you don't miss it. Here we go. We're going below 10,000 feet. Thrust idle, open descent. Down we go with our LEDs on. I mean, the Twin Otter, you're right. The Twin Otter would be awesome. Jeez. I ordered the collector's edition. Callie Simmer. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm so glad I didn't do the collector's edition. What a slap in the face. I feel like if you bought the collector's edition, you should have been guaranteed like a 3-day early access or something, you know, for shipping. They should have shipped out all the collector's editions early, and collector's edition folks would have been able to fly the sim, you know, 3-4 days early. That's what I feel like they should have done. If that was the case, I probably would have bought the collector's edition as well. It would have put me over the edge. Direct enter. You must fly Garmin. My flight school uses Metas to film training videos. They work really well in the cockpit, especially in a small plane without much space. Absolutely. Yeah, you know, I wish I had something like that for flight training. When I was an instructor, we used to use a very early, like GoPro Gen 1 was out, you know, came out, and some guys used it, some of the Korean students actually, and they were using it to assist in their landings and stuff like that. And I thought that was cool, but that was kind of towards the end of my instruction career. But yeah, I think it would have been a big help to be able to see what are you doing, what inputs are you putting on here, and reassess. Yeah, Bo, that's a good point too. AFO, the only reason I went for the most expensive minus collectors is I want all those default planes. I know you can buy them separately, but I just wanted them all, man, because I'm gonna put them through their paces, so we're gonna do that tomorrow. All right, let's descend down. I know. Let's go straight to 3,000 for juice. Thrust idle open descent down to 3 for maximum juice. There goes the sun. Virtual flight divers, good to see you, man. Does anyone know if VATSIM's going to 24? I believe it will. I mean, I know it will. It's just going to take a little while. It took what, a day or two, maybe not even, for 2020 VATSIM. They'll have to publish like probably a new client, maybe, or hopefully it'll be very similar. You know, I would imagine it's going to be a very quick process for VATSIM. Maybe a day or two, if that. Domesa says maybe only a few hours. There you go. So yeah, it may only be a few hours. I can't imagine it being that much of a change for VATSIM. It's Microsoft to Microsoft, you know. We're starting to get some chop here on the descent. The client, maybe a day or two, but model matching? Oh, yeah, model matching. Who knows? But if we have really good default models, then do we need model matching? You know? All right, Throttletek cam is up online. Let's go ahead and reduce speed. Straight back to 180 for juice purposes. We're slowing to 180. Lights are set. Let's turn the seatbelt signs on. 18.7, thank you, Gus. I don't know. I think I'll be glad to get rid of this turbulence add-on. I don't know. I mean, we're getting a lot more turbulence than we used to. LaGuardia traffic, Cactus 357, 3,000 feet. We're 10 miles from Proud. We're set up for the RNAV X-Ray 31, LaGuardia traffic. VFE minus 10, flaps 1, slats are coming out, Chad. Here we go. AJ stepping it up to a $5 super chat, my man. Let me proofread it first. There we go.
LaGuardia traffic.
MSFS learned from mini builds doing collector's edition buyers straight to
RNAV X-ray for runway 31.
Oh, AJ. AJ's gonna get he's gonna get us banned from all the good stuff. Thanks for the $5 super chat, man. You can tune the real turb settings, true, but real turb is going to be dead to me here once we launch 24. All right, we are flaps to 180. Oh, man, look at this. Now, the question is, are we going to have bridges fixed in 2024 or no? I want fixed bridges. Like, that looks meh. Portable Gamer, thanks for the 9 months support, dude. Looking forward to you. Better test the 24 for the next 6 months and then I buy. Oh This looks awesome, though. But yeah, we're still getting some turbulence here, though. Bumpy arrival into LaGuardia tonight. That wing view looks exactly when I flew the United Neo. Oh, you were on the new United Neo? That's awesome. There goes some traffic, either going in and out of JFK. Maybe he's going out of JFK on the departure. Alright, so for this approach, we're actually going to go flaps 3 160. And we're going to set, we'll go ahead and arm the approach. App nav final is blue. We will stand by to extend flaps 3. We'll be 160, a little bit out of sequence for this one. There's Lady Liberty right there off the left. Wow, this reminds me of that stream we did 4 years ago. This is so cool. I think we landed almost the same exact time. Look at this juice. Zoom in on it. Yep. Oh, it's getting a little bit of stutter every now and then. Look at that. It's because Mark Carr subscribed. Thanks, Mark. Join the channel. Become a subscriber, man. Look at that. That is so cool. I'm going to start the recording now. Recording is on. Man. Let's come right back to 160. And we're going to go flaps 3. Out of sequence here because we're about ready to start down. Oh man, just taking this moment in here. What a time to be a flight simmer, y'all. Freedom Tower, you can make it out barely. So cool. Alright, we are flaps 3, 160.
LaGuardia traffic, Delta 104.
Why are we not LNAVing? What the heck is the Phoenix doing here? Flight director's off. Give me the bird. Phoenix just hosed us, y'all. Auto thrust is off. Gear down. It did not even attempt to fly the... Did not even attempt to fly the approach here. We're stuck back at Proud? What? Okay, manage speed. We're gonna try to save.
Alpha, are you on this frequency?
We're gonna try to save this chat. Phoenix knows I'm leaving tomorrow. Alright, gear down, flaps full, auto thrust is off. We're gonna see if we can save this.
Which Delta are you calling?
If not, we'll have to punch out, go around. Why didn't you even... It like... sequence or something, I don't know. See, now it's L-naving, V-naving, but... We'll fly the old expressway visual. There's the expressway down off our left.
Are you calling Delta 5 Dog Alpha? Delta 4 Tango Alpha, yeah, we're heading right towards each other. I'm flying behind Delta 104. I'm going to be going on delay vector valve. I'll fly behind you, Delta 4 Tango Alpha. We're going behind you, the Delta behind 4 Tango Alpha.
Oh, there's the baseball field right there.
100 above.
Keep coming down. I think we'll be alright. We might be a little bit high.
Minimum.
Delta 5 Tango Alpha reducing 210. I'm above Apple.
I know the descent rate's high, but we got to pick it up. We'll look for that stable at 500.
Good luck, we are all confident on you.
I think we'll be fine.
Don't count on me.
I think we'll be fine. It's going to be tight.
500.
Still showing 4 whites. We'll roll it out here and we'll see. It's a great check. We got one of them. That's all we can do. Let's see.
100.
We are hiring a van full of hippies coming across that threshold.
30, 20. Retard.
Save that touchdown. Nope. Floated it.
5.
Still caught the end of the touchdown zone. Jeez. Spoilers. First green, a decel. We caught that last marker. 70. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LaGuardia. An unstable approach leads to an unstable landing. We saved her, though. We saved her. Barely legal simulations. Let's clean it up. Spoilers, flaps. Let's go to the terminal. Look at the reflection on the ground. That's so awesome. That was a spicy meatball. That's what we call spicy meatballs. I'm just going to leave those runway lights out. Leave them extended, but I'm going to leave them off. I'll taxi over here to the gate. Nash, what's up, man? Yeah, we just saved it. We're going to have to analyze that replay.
Doing our nav X-ray 31.
So it got stuck back at the, I never sequenced the box there.
Yeah, we're gonna butt in right in front of you behind this other guy, if that's alright.
Turk, yeah, I do like this airport. This MK LaGuardia is awesome. Matter of fact, let's go see, let's go look around here. Look at this guy on the turn. There's that, I think that's that Air Canada on the turn right there. Phoenix threw a curveball, and we still saved it. Still saved the inning.
The report runway clear.
Thanks, Kelly Summer. Yeah, we saved her. I can't have my last Phoenix flight ever ending up in a go-around. Nah, it's not my last Phoenix flight ever. We'll taxi down here so we get a little bit of juice on the terminal. There's that Air Canada. Look at that Pepto plane. Good night. So only the X-plane birds end up in Pepto. We'll take Alpha into the ramp here. Oh yeah, he's looking good. A little low maybe. A little low across the threshold. Smasherone. Ooh, bounce. Hop, skip, and a bounce. That looked like a bounce right there to me. That looked like a bounce. Alright, where are we going to go? Let's park down here. We'll go up here.
Delta 104, vacate runway 31 left, 31 on LaGuardia.
There is no 3-1 left. Alright, let's turn it in here. Take a look at that replay. You'll see that guy from Canada. I know, he doesn't need any lights. That pink texture, man. I don't know where that's coming from. Alright.
LaGuardia traffic, American 1150, are you on this frequency?
Roger, American 1150, I'll be inside.
Yeah, we just got an RA. What are you doing? You're right behind us. You gotta slow up. We reported that we were at final approach speed. Slow up. LaGuardia traffic, United 303, turning out of the pattern for our nav X-ray.
Where are we stuck?
Come on, guys. You gotta be making radio calls.
We gotta be making radio calls, guys. Radio drama. These guys are beefing up there. Turn the heat off. On? Check system failures for aviation mode activated. Oh, Force Raptor makes for the 13-month support, man. Appreciate you. Gosh, any Haiti flight? Maybe we should do a flight down to Haiti, or is it too soon? Let's park it here with all our lights on. Look at this terminal. This is a beautiful scenery, though. These guys knocked this scenery out of the park. It's almost bad to say La Garbage, but it will forever be La Garbage. Look at that. Look, you can see in the terminal there and everything. Such a nice scenery. All right, take it all the way up. The final ERP of 2020. Oh, early. There we go. Brakes are set. All right, we are at the gate. We're not going to shut down because we're going to do a replay mode. Is anybody on short final? Not really.
LaGuardia traffic, America United 303 on a 180 heading, going to be re-entering.
United 103 is re-entering the heading for the RNAV 31. So while they sort themselves out, let's go ahead and disconnect from my Veo Premium. And let's take a look at that landing and approach. We'll wind the sim time back just a little bit here. So the box, I guess the box didn't sequence after the disco. I don't know why that happened, but that's okay. Could have been user error. All right, replay's up. Run it forward here for a little bit. We'll watch the whole landing. Let's do this. That's good. Parking brake is off. Let's get the flaps out. Rearm the speed brakes. Oh, look at that. Do ERP in real life? Yes. Okay, that's actually a really cool shot. Look at that going right over the stadium. So we saved it. We got one sync rate. You can get one sync rate there. If you get two or more, it should be going around. That's actually a really cool wing view in the turn. Look at the skyline in the back. Oh, that's awesome. Now we had a lot of energy here. We had a lot of energy out of the turn. That's why we floated. It was either going to be smash it and go around on a bounce, or save it and maybe float it out. And we saved it with a float out. But we were still in the touchdown zone. I was fully prepared to go around. Let's see how we did here. See the runway stripes. I mean, we were definitely legal, but we took it all the way to the end of the touchdown zone. There's no doubt about that. Still looks awesome. Almost landed in Newark. Jeez. Do we have replay for 24? That's a great question. Are we gonna? I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna. They have that built-in replay tool, but I want to use my replay tool. It's going to be a minute, I think, for everything to get juicy. All right, let's see here. Let's see how I did. So we're coming across the numbers, high, fast. But we got her onto the slot, let it come down. Just a little extra energy there. Hold it. And down. Still bang on center line. 194. I'll tell you what, let's put the camera right here. Oh, this will be a cool shot. Let's run the camera back. Still pretty neat. All right. I'm going to set this camera back here. I'm going to bring this back. I'll let you guys watch the whole replay. Get the gear back up. Put the flaps to position 2. Resume the replay. Stow the spoilers. All right. Enjoy the replay. I will let you guys I'll watch it in silence here with Sail on the background. This has been a fun. This has been one heck of an era for 2020. But we're not completely done yet. We do have one more stream left. We got the F-28 coming up later. I got to refresh my memory on how to fly that. I got to pick a route. Should be fun. It should be fun. We'll do the F-28 ops in about 2 hours from now, and then we'll be all prepped up for 2024 tomorrow. So thank you all for the support. Thank you for the super chats, the bank angle checks. Oh, that's just so awesome. I'm going to end it there. You guys are absolutely awesome. We'll see you here in a couple hours. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. See you.